The first day I returned to the elite family, I was bound to an erratic vanishing system. It made me occasionally disappear on the spot. After the 99th inexplicable disappearance, my father, the wealthiest man, completely lost control. This kid is getting more and more outrageous. Quickly send people to find him. If you can't find him, don't bother coming back. Leaf Sky Tyrant's chest heaved violently, his face green with rage. He slammed the table hard. The butler bowed stiffly and replied, "As you command, master." Watching the butler's retreating figure, Leaf Sky Tyrant let out a heavy sigh. Meanwhile, on a distant private island, I was lounging on a wicker chair, basking in the warm sun. Forrest Du brought a plate of fruit and champagne, stepping lightly toward me. "Young master, have some fruit." I pushed my sunglasses down, lazily sitting up upright. "How's the situation with little Forrest?" Forrest Du's eyes flickered briefly. A moment later, she reported with relief, "Young master, it seems Leaf Pregnant Peace is secretly plotting something, just waiting for your return to stir trouble." Hearing this, my eyes narrowed, my voice cooled by a few degrees. A worthless, illegitimate child, daring to dream of burning down the Leaf family. Forrest Du clenched her fists, indignant on my behalf. Leaf Pregnant Peace is truly shameless. I leaned back, a glint of disdain flashing in my eyes. Just a clown, nothing more. In the Leaf family villa, Leaf Pregnant Peace couldn't sit still, finally forcing out an awkward smile. "Father Big Brother is really too much. Always playing these disappearing games. Deliberately abandoning you." Leaf Sky Tyrant's face was cold as ice, not saying a word. Gentle Grace snorted coldly, stepping into the living room. "Karma Path is truly worthless. A sign of an elite family, yet always nowhere to be seen. Indeed, a country bumpkin with no manners." Seeing this, Leaf Pregnant Peace, the corner of his mouth curled into a smug smile. Leaf Sky Tyrant's eyes grew colder. His fist unconsciously tightened around his ring. Gentle Grace added more fuel, disparaging further. "Pregnant Peace is the sensible one. Unlike Karma Path, whole never amount to anything." "Enough!" Leaf Sky Tyrant slammed the table. "One more word from you, and you're out of here immediately." Both were startled by the sudden shout. Their bodies trembled, expressions frozen on their faces. The next morning, the phone rang abruptly. I irritably tossed it away. Forrest Du hurriedly picked it up. Seeing the caller's name, she frowned slightly. "Young master, it's the master calling. You should answer it." I slowly opened one eye, nodding. As soon as the call connected, a scolding voice came from the other end. "You rotten kid. Where the hell are you? Not even answering your phone." I held the phone a bit farther. "Father, I'm on vacation here." Leaf Sky Tyrant was so angry his nose nearly crooked, but his tone softened noticeably. "When you're free, come back home. Your sister words has returned from abroad." Hearing this, my eyes lit up, quite surprised. "I'll be back tomorrow," I said, then hung up. Leaf Sky Tyrant stared at the disconnected phone, momentarily stunned, then chuckled softly. Leaf Rainchild approached curiously. "Father, was that a call to Karma Path?" Leaf Sky Tyrant nodded, beaming with a bright smile. "Karma Path said he'll be back tomorrow. You'll get to meet him then. He warned if you dare look down on your brother, I won't let you off." Saying this, he turned and went to the study on the second floor. At this moment, Leaf Pregnant Peace, who had been silent, finally spoke. Instead of hinting subtly, "Sister Word's father is so biased. We're all his children, yet he dotes on Leaf Karma Path like that." These words stirred Leaf Rainchild's heart. She frowned slightly. "Have you met Leaf Karma Path? What do you think of him?" At this, Leaf Pregnant Peace seized the chance, slandering my sister words ruthlessly. "Leaf Karma Path has no manners at all. His mouth full of vulgar words. Being around him feels like being dragged down several levels." Hearing this, Leaf Rainchild's brows furrowed tighter. Her impression of me plummeted. The next day, Forrest Du approached with a black suit, smiling. "Young master, time to change and head home." I spread my arms. Forrest Du skillfully helped me dress. Suddenly, an electronic voice sounded in my head. "Registration complete. Congratulations, host. You've received the Mindreading skill target selectable. Effective for 10 minutes. Excited, I directed it toward Forrest Du beside me. "Oh my, the young master is so handsome." I could stare at him forever, being by his side every day just to sneak a few more glances, while the young master is looking at me. Should I blush a little? So embarrassing. The cold queen-like exterior hides a heart as innocent as a young girl. I realized this, smiled, and withdrew the mindreading skill, gently smiling at her. Let's go back home. Outside the Leaf family villa, a helicopter slowly landed. 2 rows of guards stood straight in formation, all eyes focused on the figure stepping out of the cabin. When they saw me, Leaf Rainchild was completely stunned. The guards saluted in unison. Welcome home, young master. I curled my lips slightly, looking down at Leaf Rainchild. She was momentarily flustered, unsure what to say. Then I flashed a charming smile. So handsome, Leaf Rainchild couldn't help but exclaim. Her bluntness made me laugh. I greeted politely. Rainchild. Leaf Rainchild coughed awkwardly twice. Her face broke into a smile. You're my brother. Leaf Karma Path looks like a true heartthrob, truly worthy of the word handsome. She shot a meaningful glance at Leaf Pregnant Peace. Unlike some people who can never compare, Leaf Pregnant Peace froze in place, his mind a chaotic mess. Why wasn't Leaf Rainchild following the plan? Didn't we agree to target him together? He forced a smile, speaking softly. Big brother, you're finally back. Father was so worried about you. Looking at him, I didn't hide the disgust in my eyes. Father was worried. He probably just wishes I die out there. Gentle Grace. Leaf Pregnant Peace forced an awkward smile. Big brother, you're wrong to say that. We're brothers by blood. Why would I think that? I sneered, shooting him a glance. Too lazy to deal with this fake. I walked straight into the villa. As my figure disappeared, Leaf Pregnant Peace's face darkened, following behind. In the living room, Leaf Sky Tyrant sat secretly delighted, intending to pretend to exude authority. He heard my carefree complaint. Father, I was enjoying my vacation. Why do you keep rushing me? Can't you let me enjoy life? Leaf Sky Tyrant looked at my infuriating face, wanting to get angry but unable to. Karma Path, your sister words is back. As her brother, you should come home. Just then Leaf Rainchild adjusted her outfit, her voice gentle. Father, my brother is young, full of vigor. He should go out and relax a bit. Leaf Sky Tyrant's eyelids twitched repeatedly. What's wrong with this girl? Didn't she say she'd convince Leaf Karma Path to stay home? Why the sudden change of heart? I jumped up, startling everyone. Father, listened to sister words. She says I should go out and relax, not be cooped up at home. Leaf Sky Tyrant sighed deeply, full of meaning. Karma Path, there's actually one more thing. It's about publicly acknowledging your status, letting everyone know that I, Leaf Sky Tyrant, have a son who was lost out there. As soon as these words were spoken, Leaf Pregnant Peace and his mother panicked. Sky Tyrant, isn't this too hasty? We should reconsider. Yes, father. I think Big Brother's status shouldn't be announced now. Leaf Sky Tyrant's face immediately darkened. My decision, who dares oppose? And you, Leaf Pregnant Peace, don't embarrass me outside anymore. This matter is settled. Anyone who says another word. Leaf Pregnant Peace and his mother were so angry, their heads spun, faces green with rage. At this moment, Leaf Sky Tyrant dropped another bombshell. Karma Path, if decided to send you to an advanced course. My pupils shrank, eyes full of resistance. Leaf Sky Tyrant frowned. Karma Path, this is for your own good. Learning more knowledge is always beneficial. Father, I'm clueless about studying. Forcing me to study is like taking my life. I dramatically protested. I'd rather you make me herd pigs. That's easier, no brain required. Leaf Sky Tyrant's face hardened. No way. You're going to study for a year, along with Leaf Pregnant Peace at the Elite Academy. I was about to refuse, but hearing it was with Leaf Pregnant Peace, I instantly got excited. Fine, I agree. Leaf Sky Tyrant was stunned. Leaf Pregnant Peace immediately jumped in, mocking. Father, Big Brother clearly doesn't want to study. Don't force him. Nonsense, Karma Path agreed. What are you stirring up? Leaf Sky Tyrant grew more annoyed the longer he looked. Big Brother, say something. You don't want to go to the academy, right? Leaf Pregnant Peace looked at me pleadingly. I smirked, flashing a wicked grin. I changed my mind. Now I really want to go to the academy. Why the hell did you flip? Leaf pregnant peas panicked like ants on a hot pan. I revealed a mischievous smile. You don't want me at the academy that badly. Must be up to something shady, right? At these words, his face went pale. You're talking nonsense. I've always been upright. Why so nervous? I was just joking. Unless you're guilty. Leaf pregnant peas was speechless, not daring to respond. Enough, stop arguing. Sister words just returned. Let's gather and have fun. Leaf Sky Tyrant ended the dispute. The butler stepped in from outside. Master, young master, dinner is ready. You can dine now. Hearing about food, I immediately turned toward the dining room. Before leaving, I didn't forget to shoot Leaf Pregnant Peace a mocking glance. After dinner, back in my room, Leaf Pregnant Peace hung up a call. His eyes gradually turned venomous. The next morning, a queenly voice sounded outside the door. I yawned and opened it, only to see Forest Dew standing there beaming brightly, her eyes sparkling, staring at my just woken body, muscles faintly visible, her cheeks instantly flushed red. Handsome, huh? I asked with a wicked grin. Very handsome, Forest Dew blushed, blurting out. I decided to tease this maid. Gently lifting her chin, Forest Dew's heart pounded like a startled deer, feeling like she couldn't breathe for a moment. I couldn't hold back, bursting into laughter. Then I put on the clothes Forest Dew brought, went to the bathroom to brush my teeth. At this moment, the butler rushed over. Young master, it's time to head out. The car is ready. The Lamborghini stopped at the school gate. As I stepped out, I drew countless gazes. I ignored the admiring looks and walked straight toward the school gate. Suddenly, a stuttering voice came from behind. I turned around, only to see a girl with twin tails, about 1.6 m with a low lilac appearance. Her face flushed red, eyes avoiding mine. Are you the new transfer student? Yeah, I'm trying to find my classroom, but this place is too big. I'm a bit lost. I scratched my head. Royal Elegance, the twin-tailed girl, her eyes lit up. I can show you the way. I smiled and nodded, not refusing. We walked side by side. 10 minutes later, Royal Elegance pointed to the building ahead. That's where your classes are. Thanks for guiding me. I thanked her sincerely. Royal Elegance lowered her head, cheeks faintly pink. It's nothing. Before this enthusiastic girl, I blurted out, after class I'll treat you to a meal. Royal Elegance was surprised, opened her mouth to decline, but seeing my face, the words caught in her throat. As if bewitched, she nodded. I pushed open the door to classroom 503. As I stepped in, the noisy room fell silent, all eyes fixed on me. I coughed awkwardly twice. Everyone snapped back to reality. The teacher collected herself and introduced to the class. This is our new transfer student, Karma Path. Everyone give a warm applause to welcome him. The applause thundered. The girls clapped enthusiastically, faces full of excitement. 10 minutes later, I started dozing off. The next second, I slumped onto the desk fast asleep. Countless classmates turned to look at my perfectly angled face. Some secretly snapped photos with their phones. On the podium, teacher Sun Method also sneakily took a shot. I don't know how long I slept. When I woke up, the entire class was still staring at me. I opened my mouth, momentarily embarrassed. I glanced at my desk mate with the corner of my eye. Even without makeup, she was stunningly beautiful. Too bad she had a keep-away expression. I shook my head helplessly. Finally, class ended. As I headed to the schoolyard to find Royal Elegance for a meal, 4 or 5 guys aggressively surrounded me. Kid, I heard you're the bastard son of the Leaf family. How dare you show your face at this school? One of them sneered. A bastard should hide in the shadows. Live like a dog. I looked up irritated. Who the hell are you? Daring to mess with me? Their smug expressions froze. What did you just say? Say it again if you dare. They glared at me fiercely. I scoffed. Are you deaf? Can't understand human speech? At these words, they erupted in fury, eyes dark and menacing. The next second, I swiftly kicked, sending one of them rolling to the ground. He tumbled a few times, clutching his chest, groaning in pain. Damn it! The others reacted, faces full of shock. Good, you're done for, kid. Fighting is forbidden in school. Prepare to pack up and get out. They quickly pulled out their phones, made a call, After the call, they looked at me smugly. In a hidden corner, Leaf Pregnant Peace clenched his fists. Watching the scene, grinning ear to ear, Royal Elegance ran over from the side. Seeing this, she frowned. Karma Path, are you okay? Seeing her, I smiled. Just a few annoying flies. Royal Elegance sighed in relief, but then worried. Karma Path, fighting in school will get you expelled. I shrug, unconcerned. No big deal, acting tough till the end. Prepared to get lost. The guy I kicked mocked from the ground. At this moment, a bald man leading 7 or 8 guards marched over aggressively. Who dares fight and cause trouble in school? Everyone freeze. Hearing the familiar voice, those guys immediately played the victim, adding fuel to the fire. Dean, it's this guy. He insulted us right off the bat and even hit someone. Please expel him immediately. Saying this, he pointed at me, face full of smugness. I sneered disdainfully, casually grabbed the finger pointing at me, snapped it right there. 10 fingers tied to the heart. He screamed in pain, face contorted, trembling. My hands broken. The others felt their scalps tingle. This guy, daring to act in front of the dean. The dean was furious. You've got some guts. Treating my words like air. You broke school rules. Don't blame me for being ruthless. You guys grab him. I want to interrogate him myself. I raised an eyebrow. My eyes gradually turned cold. Want to catch me? Let's see if you've got the skill. The guards charged aggressively. Royal Elegance instinctively covered her eyes, tears welling up. Meanwhile, Leaf Pregnant Peace in the corner. His breathing grew rapid, facing the charging guards. My figure moved like a shadow. In just 2.5 minutes, they all lay sprawled on the ground, clutching their stomachs, wailing in pain. I raised my icy gaze, looking down at the dean from above. The dean trembled in fury. You dare fight back? As dean, I declare you expelled. Get out now! My eyes grew colder. The corner of my mouth curled into a mocking smile. I slapped him hard. You filthy dog. Think I'm scared? Trying to intimidate me with your dean title. Who the hell are you? The dean was dazed from the slap, his mind foggy, unable to hear what I said. He shook his head, trying to stay alert. Suddenly noticing Leaf Pregnant Peace hiding nearby, a venomous smile appeared. Chi-chi, you're just a bastard, daring to hit me. Leaf Prestige will never let you off. I laughed scornfully, pointing at Leaf Pregnant Peace hiding nearby. You mean that idiot? I'll drag him out right now and ask what connection he has with you. At these words, the crowd was stunned. The onlookers couldn't believe their ears. The dean froze, as if realizing something terrifying. Sweat poured like rain. Fear engulfed his entire body. Leaf Pregnant Peace, get out here. My voice was ice cold. As soon as I spoke, Leaf Pregnant Peace cursed under his breath, idiots. His face grim, he reluctantly stepped out, approaching step by step. Looking at him, I sneered, didn't you have some backing? Why not ask who the real bastard is? Leaf Pregnant Peace forced a smile, clenching his fists, furious inside but helpless. The dean, face full of terror, trembling, asked, young Master Leaf, tell me this isn't true. Damn it! Leaf Pregnant Peace cursed, kicking the dean hard. When did I ever say my big brother is a bastard? You dog trying to frame me, huh? The dean collapsed, spirit broken, falling to the ground. Leaf Pregnant Peace forced a smile, big brother. This has nothing to do with me. I didn't say or do anything. I glanced at him with disgust. Get lost. I'm leaving right now. Leaf Pregnant Peace's face darkened. Without looking back, he left. Royal Elegance had been stunned for a while, looking at my commanding presence. Her heart fluttered like a startled deer. Everyone at the scene was dumbfounded, then erupted in discussion. Those once bullied by Leaf Pregnant Peace cursed loudly. Leaf Pregnant Peace, you bastard, you deserve this. Always acting high and mighty, looking down on everyone. Turns out he's the real clown. I took in everyone's emotions. The corner of my mouth curled slightly. Royal Elegance still hadn't recovered from the shock. I lightly poked her. She jolted as if electrocuted, snapping back. Karma Path, so you're. Seeing her too nervous to speak, I smiled. Let's go. I said I'd treat you to a meal. Royal Elegance nodded obediently, following me to the cafeteria. In the cafeteria, Looking at the delicious food, I nodded with satisfaction. Royal Elegance clearly hadn't eaten such high-end dishes, looking very reserved. Eat up, it'll get cold. I smiled, encouraging her. Royal Elegance lowered her head shy, then started picking up her chopsticks. The girls in the cafeteria had never seen such a handsome guy, snapping photos with their phones like crazy. After school, I lazily walked out. Butler Leaf Serenity had been waiting. Seeing me, he flashed a welcoming smile. Young master, was today fun? I chuckled, without saying more. In the Leaf family villa, Leaf Sky Tyrant paced the room, face full of worrying. Today he got a call, saying someone bullied me. He was instantly furious, but I still had returned. Making him so angry, he paced back and forth. Father stopped pacing him dizzy. Leaf Rainchild rubbed her temples, in a bad mood, not forgetting to glare at the whining Leaf Pregnant Piece. Leaf Pregnant Piece instinctively shut up. Leaf Pregnant Piece, what's going on? Why isn't your big brother back yet? Leaf Sky Tyrant questioned. Leaf Pregnant Piece played innocent father. I don't know anything. I'm not in the same class as him. Leaf Sky Tyrant was furious, shaking his head in disappointment. His tone turned to scolding. You know nothing. If you don't know, why are you sitting there? Leaf Pregnant Piece was speechless, unable to respond. Just then, I walked in from outside. Leaf Sky Tyrant's eyes lit up. Why are you back so late? Are you hurt anywhere? Leaf Rainchild also stood up, crowding around me, looking me up and down, eyes full of worrying. I smiled casually. I'm fine. Leaf Sky Tyrant and Leaf Rainchild sighed in relief, then turned to Leaf Pregnant Piece, faces full of displeasure. Leaf Pregnant Piece, your big brother's back and you don't even greet him, sitting there like a log. Leaf Pregnant Piece and Gentle Grace reluctantly spoke. Big brother, you're back so late, making everyone worrying. Everyone's concerned for you, especially father. He couldn't sit still. Hearing this, I flashed a devilish smile, eyes glinting with coldness. Some people worried, probably just hoping I die out there. Leaf Pregnant Piece's face flickered with panic, but quickly hid it. Big brother, you're joking, right? That joke's not funny at all. I just sneered, staring at him. That gaze made him squirm. Leaf Rainchild's eyes turned icy, asking Leaf Pregnant Piece, today something happened to Leaf Karma Path at school. Was it because of you? Leaf Pregnant Piece flinched, immediately denying sister words. I'm innocent. He's my big brother. Why would I harm him? Leaf Rainchild's face darkened. Her voice, I scold you, better hope so. If anything happens to Leaf Karma Path, I won't let you off first. Leaf Pregnant Piece raised his hand to swear sister words. I absolutely wouldn't do that. Leaf Rainchild snorted, turning away, while Leaf Pregnant Piece narrowed his eyes, cursing wildly in his heart. Enough, since Karma Path is fine. Let's eat dinner first. Leaf Sky Tyrant stopped the siblings bickering. After dinner, back in his room, Leaf Pregnant Piece smashed things in a frenzy, fuming with rage. He opened his phone, found a contact named Assassin, sent a message, 1 billion for the job. Just then, a knock sounded at the door. Leaf Pregnant Piece frowned, walking over. Looking through the peephole, he saw his mother, quickly opening the door. Mother, what are you doing here? Pregnant Piece, it's my fault for being useless, letting you suffer. What face do I have left? Usually so high and mighty, now more and more. Leaf Pregnant Piece sneered. Thinking this, his mother sighed. Pregnant Piece, let's endure for now. One day, I'll personally put you in that position. Leaf Pregnant Piece scoffed. Forget it. With just you. Listen to me, if contacted your grandfather. He'll be here in a few days. Then let him teach Karma Path a lesson. Crush his arrogance. Hearing this, Leaf Pregnant Piece's anger halved, his eyes glinting with calculation. On the other side, I heard the smashing sounds from Leaf Pregnant Piece's room. My heart couldn't help but feel pleased. Holding a can of soda, my starry eyes gazed out the window, stars twinkling across the sky. Suddenly my phone buzzed. Someone texted me. I opened it, seeing a message from father. Quickly typed 2 words. Not done. The other side texted back. Karma Path, no need to go to school tomorrow. Get ready. Tomorrow at the banquet, I'll announce your status. Tomorrow, have your maid go with you to pick some clothes. My eyes lit up. quickly replied, then turned off the phone, sprawling on the bed to sleep. The next morning, I opened my eyes. Maid Forrest Dew stood at the door, smiling brightly. I was slightly surprised. Forrest Dew had unusually put on light makeup today, looking even more alluring. Little Forrest, you know how to do makeup. Forrest Dew's cheeks flushed. A bit shy. Young master, you observe so closely. I squinted my beautiful eyes, looking her up and down. I still think natural suits you better. Forrest Dew was stunned. I added, but occasional makeup looks super cute too. Being complimented. Forrest Dew's face lit up with joy, her heart cheering excitedly. Forrest Dew carefully adjusted my suit. We got into a luxury car heading to our destination. On the commercial street, I parked the car by the roadside. The moment I stepped out of the luxury car, all eyes turned to me. A group of girls gathered, faces full of excited expressions. Moments later, over a dozen engine roars sounded. More than 10 luxury cars parked beside me. Over a dozen flamboyantly dressed guys stepped out, faces full of arrogance. These guys, let's spend big today. The one speaking was a white-haired guy, dressed in white, looking dashing. I coldly glanced at Jade Jung, turned and walked away. Suddenly, an angry shout rang out, "Kid, where are you looking? What's with that gaze?" A shorter guy, wearing a gold chain around his neck, aggressively questioned. I covered my nose, frowning at him, face full of disgust. The guy instantly raged, "You think I have bad breath?" Maid Forrest Dew quickly stepped in front of me, holding an air freshener, spraying it repeatedly in his face, not forgetting to add "smelly man." The guy was furious, turning purple. "Kid, you're tired of living hot. Do you know who I am?" The crowd grew larger. Some recognized the guy's identity. The little tyrant of the construction materials group, Path Possession. A family worth hundreds of billions. Why is he here? My gosh. And that white-haired kid is even bigger. The heir of the Willow family. The crowd was stunned. So many rich heirs. Why are they gathered here? Seeing the stench in the air had dissipated, I spoke nonchalantly. "Who are you, just a smelly pig?" At these words, the crowd fell silent. Everyone's pupils shrank, faces full of disbelief. Possession Great Tiger's nose nearly crooked with rage. His body trembled with anger, teeth grinding loudly. "Good, very good, kid, you're arrogant. Daring to call me that, you're the first. You're done for." He was so angry he was steaming, rushing to the back of his car, pulling a gun from the trunk. Seeing this, the onlookers were scared out of their wits, scattering in all directions. The rich heirs with him seemed used to it, faces completely calm, eyes full of mockery. Possession Great Tiger pointed the gun at my head, eyes full of provocation. "Ha, daring to call me a pig? Who gave you that courage?" Jingru Liang. Forrest Dew's face changed, coldly warning, "You dare touch our young master, you're dead." "Theft, ha ha ha." Possession Great Tiger laughed wildly, mimicking her voice, mocking. "You dare touch our young master, you're dead." "Theft, a lowly girl like you dare say that." Mimicking her perfectly, making the rich heirs around laugh hysterically. I raised an eyebrow, looking at Possession Great Tiger, eyes full of disdain. "You've got the guts, shoot and see." Young Master Forrest Dew stomped in, whirring. I frowned slightly, signaling with my eyes. "Still acting tough? You think I don't dare? Killing you if got money to burn." "How much is your life worth? 2 million, 5 million, or 10 million? I can afford it." Possession Great Tiger gritted his teeth. I sneered, "Shoot if you dare." Possession Great Tiger's eyes turned ferocious. "You think I don't dare?" Saying this, he pulled the trigger, about to shoot. I remained calm, provoking him. "Shoot if you've got the guts, you smelly pig." Possession Great Tiger was enraged beyond control, completely losing it. He pulled the trigger. Everyone held their breath, tense, watching the shocking scene. The next second, bang, a deafening gunshot. Forrest Dew shut her eyes in fear, not daring to look at the gruesome scene. Time ticked by. When she opened her eyes again, she froze like a statue. I stood there perfectly fine, while Possession Great Tiger lay in a pool of blood. The scene left everyone dumbfounded. Possession Great Tiger had gone mad, pointing the gun at his own head. The crowd snapped back, frantically pulling out phones to call the police. The rich heirs looked at the scene in horror. I glanced at the crowd. The corner of my mouth curled a bunch of trash. Tossing out that line, I turned and left. Got into the luxury car. I whispered a few instructions to Forrest. Forrest nodded seriously. I'm a very vengeful person. Those guys just now, none will escape. Those arrogant fools relying on a bit of money. Well, let them taste the life of ordinary people. Not long after I left, the police quickly arrived at the scene, checking the surrounding cameras, confirming the cause, then arranging to remove the body. One officer, after verifying my identity, immediately warned the rich heirs. The heirs, who were gloating, instantly turned pale. The Leaf family, that was the Leaf family's young master, Willow Wind, who didn't care before, now was completely panicked, eyes full of terror. A chill ran from head to toe, making him tremble. The Leaf family, who doesn't know them? The Leaf family's liquid assets. Their real wealth is immeasurable. In Magic Capital, no one can shake them. Messing with the Leaf family is like seeking death. This family pays over $1 trillion in taxes to the nation each year. Willow Wind gasped, nearly collapsing. The gossiping crowd was thrilled. What a shocking twist. After this little drama, I lost interest in shopping, went straight to a high-end cafe, ordered a half-sugar coffee, took a sip, frowned to bitter. Soda is still better. Forrest couldn't hold back her curiosity. Tilting her head, she asked young master, "That guy just now, why did he point the gun at his own head?" I smirked, probably something wrong with his head. Must be crazy. Forrest nodded as if enlightened. I think so too. He was so ugly, and his breath stank. Really could choke someone. Hearing this, my eyelids twitched. Thinking of that guy, even the coffee lost its taste. After sitting for a bit, we returned home. In the Willow family villa, Willow Wind was sweating profusely, recounting today's events to his father. After speaking, Willow Wind trembled. Willow Dragon, hearing it, was furious, slapping him hard. "You wretched fool. I could kill you. I told you to keep a low profile, but you didn't listen. Relying on a bit of money, acting reckless. Now look. You provoked the Leaf family. No one can save us now." Willow Wind forced an awkward smile. "Father, I didn't say anything. I just laughed a few times." "Laugh, you're still laughing." Willow Dragon kicked hard, sending him rolling to the ground. "Useless, only causing trouble. From today, you're out of this house. Get lost." Willow Wind's eyes filled with terror, snot and tears streaming down. "Father, I was wrong. Please forgive me this time." Willow Dragon waved his hand, shouting, "Someone drag him out." No matter how Willow Wind begged, his legs were broken and he was thrown out. Everyone looked at him with disdain. A cold-faced girl stepped out from behind, frowning. This big brother has always been arrogant, never thinking of the family. This ending is what he deserves. Willow Dragon sighed. "Willow Moon, later you'll come with me to the Leaf family to apologize." In the Leaf family villa's living room, I sat on a sandalwood chair playing a game, occasionally letting out a few curses. Leaf Sky Tyrant looked at me with indulgence, while Leaf Pregnant Peace, sitting nearby, was so angry his nose crooked. Why do I have to sit properly? A slight mistake and I get scolded. Leaf Pregnant Peace couldn't take it, pretending to say, "Big brother, you're being too improper. If outsiders see, they'll think our family has no manners," making father lose face. I didn't even lift my eyes, fingers flying across the phone. Leaf Sky Tyrant's face turned displeased, his tone annoyed. Leaf Pregnant Peace stopped talking nonsense. "I think Karma Pat's personality is just fine." Leaf Pregnant Peace was speechless, his face alternating between green and red. "Leaf Pregnant Peace, you don't like Leaf Karma Path. Always stirring trouble, it's you every time." Leaf Pregnant Peace forced a smile. That fake smile was particularly grating. "Sister words, I don't hate him. I just think as big brother, he should set an example for me. You're too nosy." Leaf Rainchild glared at him. Just then a few people entered from the door. An old man in a tang suit, white hair, leaning on a dragon head cane stepping in. I turned my head, continued gaming, not caring who arrived. Leaf Pregnant Peace's eyes lit up, immediately standing to greet. "Grandfather, why the sudden visit?" The old man saw Leaf Sky Tyrant sitting upright in the main seat, not moving, frowned, face displeased, his voice grating. Sky Tyrant, I'm here, and you don't even greet me. Leave Sky Tyrant calmly told the butler to bring a chair. Father-in-law, please sit. Warm Horse snorted coldly, turning his face, clearly waiting for Leaf Sky Tyrant to personally invite him. Leaf Sky Tyrant narrowed his eyes slightly, not budging. The atmosphere instantly tensed. Leaf Pregnant Peace cautiously approached his father. Father, maybe you should persuade him a bit. Leaf Sky Tyrant coldly glanced at him, his gaze sharp as an icy blade, scaring Leaf Pregnant Peace into silence. Sitting back obediently. Time ticked by. Warm Horse finally couldn't hold back, furiously cursing Leaf Sky Tyrant. I'm at least your father-in-law. What's with this attitude? Don't you know to respect elders? His hoarse grating voice, like sandpaper on iron, made people want to cover their ears. Leaf Sky Tyrant turned his face, too lazy to respond, letting the old man do whatever. Warm Horse cursed until exhausted, collapsing into the chair, gasping for breath, chest tight with anger. Quick heart medicine. Get it for me. Leaf Pregnant Peace looked at the old man with disdain, seeing his pathetic state. He simply closed his eyes. Leaf Pregnant Peace's mother was quick, rushing to the old man, stuffing a hard pill into his mouth. Warm Horse caught his breath, then remembered today's purpose, to tell Leaf Karma Path to get out. Thinking this, he glanced around. Looking at me. Leaf Karma Path, don't you greet elders? I put down my phone, rubbing my chin. Elder. Are you my elder? What's your relation to me? Leaf Pregnant Peace's grandfather isn't mine. What's it got to do with me? What's with that attitude? Warm Horse was so angry his face turned green. Turning to Leaf Sky Tyrant, look at the son you raised. No manners at all. Look at Pregnant Peace. Polite and obedient. Leaf Sky Tyrant frowned coldly, saying, Warm Horse, how my son is none of your business. One more word, and I'll send you to the asylum. Warm Horse froze, face briefly flustered. I just remembered some unfinished business. I'll go now. I nearly laughed out loud. Leaf Pregnant Peace's tricks are so low. I didn't forget to glance at him, eyes full of provocation. Leaf Pregnant Peace narrowed his small eyes, his face twitching. Big brother, grandfather, really? Knowing you're from the countryside and still saying that? Truly an old fool. Leaf Sky Tyrant's face immediately darkened, slamming the table. Leaf Pregnant Peace, you take my words as air. Still mentioning your brother's countryside roots. It'll break your legs. Leaf Pregnant Peace was scared out of his wits, immediately apologizing. Father, I'm sorry. I won't dare again. And Leaf Rain Child grew to hate Leaf Pregnant Peace more. If not for 20 years of living together, she really wanted to slap his face. I stepped in front of him, slapped him hard, using my big brother tone. Leaf Pregnant Peace, you dare defy father's words. This slap is to make you remember. Leaf Pregnant Peace, clutching his swollen face, glared at me angrily. I frowned, face immediately displeased. Leaf Pregnant Peace, what's that expression? Not convinced. Did I say something wrong? Leaf Pregnant Peace took a deep breath, suppressing his anger, forcing a smile. Big brother, what are you saying? You're right, I deserved that slap. I patted his shoulder, returned to my seat, continued gaming. Leaf Pregnant Peace looked at my back, rage in his chest nearly uncontrollable. Just then, the butler stepped in from outside. Master, someone claiming to be from the Willow family is here to apologize. Leaf Sky Tyrant snorted. Let them in. The butler nodded, stepping out, soon leading to people in. Willow Dragon smiled obsequiously. President Leaf, first time meeting. I'm Willow Dragon, here today to apologize for my wretched son. Leaf Sky Tyrant sneered, staring at him. His gaze made Willow Dragon lose confidence. Before such a person, he didn't dare meet his eyes. President Leaf, our families have business ties. Please be magnanimous and forgive us this time. That wretched son has had his legs broken by me, expelled from the family registry. Willow Dragon's face was full of subservience. Leaf Sky Tyrant glanced at me. I understood his meaning. Apologize. How much money are you offering to settle this? Willow Dragon sighed in relief. As long as money could solve it, no problem. To show sincerity, he'll offer 200 billion. Let's put this behind us. What do you think? I raised an eyebrow fine, and Willow mooned the moment she entered. Her eyes were glued to me, cheeks faintly flushed. Leaf Rainchild snorted seeny nut. Willow Moon withdrew her gaze, smiling gently, not yet. Haven't seen enough. Leaf Sky Tyrant wasn't unreasonable. Nodding President Willow, we accept your sincerity. I hope you'll discipline your children better. Willow Dragon listened attentively, face full of flattery. President Leaf, you've raised such a fine son, not only outstanding in appearance, with extraordinary charisma, but also so magnanimous. Leaf Sky Tyrant, hearing his son praised, his mouth nearly curled to the sky, waving modestly, you flatter, you flatter. Willow Dragon's flattery made Leaf Sky Tyrant bloom with joy. He meant to invite them to stay for a meal, but they excused themselves with business to handle, politely declining, leaving the villa. Willow Dragon instantly felt relieved, finally resolving that hot potato. The two left comfortably. I played my game a bit more, then went to the second floor to sleep until 8 in the evening. Forest Dew gently woke me. After putting on a white suit, Forest Dew's eyes lit up. Young master, this outfit suits you perfectly. So handsome. I stepped out of the room, standing in the hallway glancing at the living room. Leaf Pregnant Peace was also in a white suit, but at only 1.68 meters. He looked a bit awkward overall, even wearing black framed glasses to pose. Forest Dew couldn't help but laugh. Young master, Leaf Pregnant Peace looks so ridiculous. I completely agreed with her. Leaf Pregnant Peace was adjusting his tie, suddenly hearing laughter from upstairs. Immediately frowning, big brother, control your maid. Don't laugh so loudly at the wrong time. It's bad for appearances. I smirked slightly, eyes glinting with amusement. Leaf Pregnant Peace, she saw something funny, naturally wanted to laugh. Your outfit, it's a bit I didn't finish. Leaf Pregnant Peace glared, big brother. My outfit today was custom designed. I can't lose face at tonight's banquet. Just then Leaf Rainchild came down from the third floor, in a white evening gown, wearing crystal high heels, faced with a faint smile. Little brother, how's my outfit? Pretty. I rubbed my chin, looking her up and down, smiling. It suits you perfectly. Today everyone will know me. Sister words, you have to dress stunningly to help me keep face. I smiled gently. That's perfect. Suddenly, a cough came from another room on the second floor. Leaf Sky Tyrant in a black suit, hairstyled fashionably, stepped out slowly. Father, you're so handsome. You look like a 20-year-old. Father, you look so youthful today. Leaf Pregnant Peace rushed up from the first floor. Looking at his outfit, Leaf Sky Tyrant's eyelids twitched. Leaf Pregnant Peace, who let you dress like that? It's tacky, completely off. Leaf Pregnant Peace's smile froze. He opened his mouth, throat stuck. Father, I had this specially designed. It's the trendiest style. Leaf Sky Tyrant was so angry he could die, about to tell him to change. But I spoke up right then. I think Leaf Pregnant Peace's outfit is fine. It matches his vibe. Leaf Pregnant Peace was stunned, thinking, has this jerk changed his tune? Actually speaking up for me. Father, big brother says it suits me. You wouldn't doubt big brother's taste, right? Leaf Sky Tyrant didn't say more, thinking, suits my ass. I'm cursed to have such a lousy son. 8 in the evening. At the Star Banquet Hall, I stood at the entrance, carefully observing the place called the Elite Hall, reserved for the upper crust. Forest Dew saw me spacing out, curiously asking, young master, what are you thinking? Nothing, let's go. I led Forest Dew down the red carpet into the banquet hall. I waved for a waiter, took a glass of wine, sipped it, and asked for soda instead. The waiter froze. This young master, today we only have high-end wine, no soda. Hearing this, I raised an eyebrow. Go buy me a few cans. The waiter hesitated for 2 seconds, nodded, and left. Forest Dew chuckled, young master, drinking soda on this occasion, you're the first. I smiled, go have fun. No need to follow me. You'll wander around. Then I took a crystal plate, picked a few favorite dishes, went to a corner, and ate leisurely. Outside the banquet hall, Leaf Pregnant Peace whispered instructions to 3 men. Got it. Young Master Leaf, don't worry. Well, handle this perfectly. After it's done, well, leave magic capital immediately. Leaf Pregnant Peace's eyes turned vicious after instructing. He looked around, then quickly entered the banquet hall. The three men exchanged glances, nodding, confirming this mission must succeed. No mistakes allowed. Don't worry, boss. Then, the three quietly observed every movement in the hall. Leaf Rainchild searched for me everywhere, unable to find me. Just then, her phone buzzed. Seeing the caller, Leaf Rainchild frowned, cursing her bad luck, then answered, angrily asking Leaf Pregnant Peace, "What's wrong with you? Why call me?" On the other end, Leaf Pregnant Peace paused, slowly saying sister words. Got a moment? I need to talk about Big Brother. Hearing it was about me, Leaf Rainchild's expression softened. Fine. After hanging up, she quickly headed in one direction. In the corner, I narrowed my eyes, occasionally sipping soda, enjoying the rare quiet. Suddenly, a mocking voice shattered the silence. Where'd this country bumpkin come from, drinking that trash in a place this classy? I opened my eyes, only to see a middle-aged man with dyed blonde hair, face shiny with oil, looking down at me arrogantly. None of your business, I retorted bluntly. The shiny guy froze, clearly not expecting my first words to be so direct. Instantly furious, you bastard. You dare insult me? I glanced at him lazily, irritated. Shut up. Get lost, kid. You're telling me to get lost. Do you know who I am? I grew more annoyed. I don't care who you are. I'll count to 3, leave or face the consequences. The argument here quickly drew another man's attention. The shiny guy's eyes lit up, immediately flashing a fawning smile. President Lee, what a coincidence. You're here for the Leaf family's Young Master's banquet too. Fatly swirled his wine glass. I thought it was someone else. Turns out it's President Wong. Quite the coincidence. President Wong smiled. What are you saying? This is the Leaf family's banquet. All the big shots in Magic Capital are here. A ancient millennium chance. Just then, President Wong remembered the earlier incident. President Lee, why are you so angry? Mentioning this, President Wang's face darkened, grinding his teeth. Some country bumpkin from nowhere. I said a few words and he dared insult me. Fatly narrowed his eyes full of mockery, looking at me. Kid, whose son are you? No class at a place like this. My eyes filled with disdain. Crossing my legs, I replied casually, 2 idiots. President Wong, did you hear that? This kid's too arrogant. President Wang's face sank. Suddenly his eyes shifted, an idea forming. At such a serious Leaf family banquet, having someone like me, if they could kick me out for the Leaf family. The two exchanged glances, instantly understanding. Seeing their expressions, I sneered inwardly. I knew exactly what they were scheming. At this moment, President Wong shouted, security. Security, what kind of work do you do, letting someone rude like this in? Hearing the noise, over a dozen security guards rushed in, holding electric batons. What's going on? The security captain frowned, asking. President Wong feigned anger, pointing at me, lounging. Halfrickland, what kind of work do you do, letting someone like this in? The security captain glanced at me, face extremely grim. Who are you? Got an invitation. I yawned lazily, glancing at him. Invitation? I don't need that. At this, the two presidents Wong were thrilled. Kid sneaking in here. You've got some guts. No wonder you're drinking cheap soda. Clearly a nobody. The commotion drew more people. Everyone started whispering. This was a rare chance to score points with the Leaf family. Everyone wanted in. So many fools began mocking and belittling me without restraint. I picked at my ear, thinking, here come the idiots performing again. On the other side, Leaf Rainchild had no goodwill left for Leaf Pregnant Peace. Even a bit of disgust. Speak. What do you want to say about Karma Path? Leaf Pregnant Peace cursed inwardly, but still forced a smile. Sister words. You're right to scold me. I've been unfair to Big Brother in some ways. Now I've reflected. I want you to help mediate my relationship with Big Brother. Hearing this, Leaf Rainchild frowned. What's Leaf Pregnant Peace up to now? She didn't believe had change. You improve. You've always badmouthed Karma Path. Leaf pregnant peace sighed sincerely sister words. Trust me, I don't want to compete with Big Brother anymore. I just want things to go back to how they were. Leaf Rainchild frowned deep in thought, eyes full of contemplation. At the banquet hall, Kidil asked one more time, how did you sneak in here? The security captain was clearly losing patience, the electric baton in his hand crackling. President Wong sneered inwardly, dreaming of grandeur, as if seeing wealth and glory beckoning. I raised an eyebrow slightly, lightly tapping the table, making a tap-tap-tap sound. Are you deaf or mute? I asked how you snuck in. Just then, ding-dong, a bell rang, startling everyone. The banquet was about to begin. The security guards panicked. If the manager saw this scene, they'd lose their jobs, fired on the spot. Get lost, the security captain cursed, about to drag me out. Just then, Leaf Pregnant Peace walked in from the entrance. Everyone parted to make way. He didn't greet me right away, instead loudly announcing, everyone, the banquet's starting. Why are you gathered here? In the main banquet hall, everyone stood below, looking up at Leaf Sky Tyrant on the stage. Just standing there. His presence made people. Everyone, today's banquet has two main purposes. First, the 20th Commongoffage ceremony. Second, to let everyone know. All listened intently, simultaneously glancing at Leaf Pregnant Peace. Leaf Pregnant Peace's face flushed, hands clenched tight. Thinking this, he grew smug. President Wong didn't hesitate to flatter. Young Master Leaf is truly dashing. Those glasses suit him perfectly. Hearing this, Leaf Sky Tyrant frowned, his voice stern. What nonsense are you spouting? At these words, President Wong's expression froze. Did he say something wrong? Everyone was stunned. Leaf Sky Tyrant glared coldly at him. President Wong instinctively shut up. Leaf Sky Tyrant relaxed his brows, loudly calling, please welcome my son Leaf Karma Path to the stage. 2 minutes passed. Still no sign of me. What's going on? At this moment, Leaf Pregnant Peace stepped up from below, face full of arrogance. The crowd erupted in applause. Hearing the cheers, Leaf Pregnant Peace's nose was practically in the sky, smiling devilishly. But he didn't see Leaf Sky Tyrant's darkening face. Leaf Pregnant Peace, what are you doing up here? The applause below stopped abruptly. Everyone's smiles froze. It wasn't young Master Leaf who stepped up. Leaf Pregnant Peace approached Leaf Sky Tyrant, whispering, Father, Big Brother seems busy, he couldn't make it. Let me take his place. Get down, Leaf Sky Tyrant gritted his teeth, slapping him hard. Who let you up here? The atmosphere turned oppressively tense. But suddenly, a clear tapping sound reached everyone's ears. Everyone frowned. Following the sound, they turned, only to see a man in a white suit, devastatingly handsome, tapping the table lightly with his index finger. I slowly stood from my chair, walking step by step. The crowd parted to make way. The security captain felt unease surging, his body trembling nonstop. My eyes were ice cold. Passing through the crowd, I stepped onto the stage. Seeing me, the anger on Leaf Sky Tyrant's face vanished, returning to his usual warmth. Everyone, I proudly introduce. This is my son, Leaf Karma Path. As these words were spoken, the crowd gasped. Those who mocked me felt their vision darken, fear spreading through their bodies. Especially President Wong. His eyes nearly popped out, collapsing to the ground. My cold face showed no ripple. The chill emanating from me made everyone shiver. I suddenly said coldly, just now some clowns were hopping around, seemed very dissatisfied with me. Thud, the security captain knelt, crawling from afar. Young Master Leaf, I didn't know your identity. I'm sorry. Meanwhile, the crowd that mocked me knelt in droves. Leaf Sky Tyrant sensed something off, his eyes growing cold. Well done, my son, and you dare insult him? The next second, I sneered mockingly. I told you to get lost earlier. I could have let it slide. But some people don't know their place. Young Master Leaf, we before they could finish, I cut them off irritably. Those who jumped out to mock, each slap yourselves 100 times, then get lost. Slap, slap, slap. Countless slaps echoed through the hall, chilling to hear. I quietly observed everything, thinking how interesting. After the small drama, the banquet continued. Everyone chatted merrily, Only Leaf Pregnant Peace stood in a corner clutching his face, eyes full of venom grinding his teeth. It was all supposed to be haze. I finished greeting to people, holding a soda can step by step, walked to Leaf Pregnant Peace, mocking, "Oh, why is your face so swollen? Who hit you?" Leaf Pregnant Peace glared, snorting coldly, "None of your business. You must be thrilled now." Hearing this, I shrug, eyes full of teasing. "Don't you see? Leaf Karma Path, don't get cocky too soon. Sooner or later it'll kill you." I leaned close to his ear saying slowly, "I'm really looking forward to it. Show me what you've got. Or I'm afraid you won't get another chance." Gulping a sip of soda, I lightly tossed the can into the trash. Thought the can bounced back, hitting Leaf Pregnant Peace right on the nose. "Leaf Karma Path, you did that on purpose, didn't you?" I glanced at him, admitting bluntly, "Yeah, on purpose." Leaf Pregnant Peace was furious, cursing in his heart. "Why doesn't Leaf Karma Path get hit by a car?" I snorted lightly, ignoring him, swaying as I left the hall. Leaf Pregnant Peace clenched his fists, looking at my back, sneering coldly. I stepped out of the banquet hall, to a quiet alley, lazily leaning against the wall. The next second, 3 masked men stepped out from the shadows. They didn't waste words, drawing knives charging at me. The moment they rushed forward, my figure vanished. The next second, a cold glint flashed. A deep slash appeared on one's throat. He clutched his neck, eyes full of horror. The other to widen their eyes, fear spreading through them, the breath of death gripping their hearts. Before they could react, their vision darkened, losing consciousness completely. I looked at the 3 on the ground, pursing my lips. On the other side, Leaf Pregnant Peace sat on a sofa, restless, eyes occasionally glancing at the door. Just then, a sound came from the door. Leaf Pregnant Peace's pupils shrank, only to see me, hands behind my head, whistling as I appeared at the entrance. "You're fine," my mouth curled, feigning confusion. "What? You knew I'd run into trouble." Leaf Pregnant Peace panicked. "Big brother, why would I want you in trouble?" "Ha ha ha." I observed him for a bit, walking closer, saying slowly, "The people you hired were too useless. Next time find better ones." Leaf Pregnant Peace was horrified. "Big brother, I don't know what you're talking about. 3 people. Ha ha ha." I sneered, "Keep pretending. Let's see how long you can keep it up." I glanced at him casually, returning to my room. After I went upstairs, Leaf Pregnant Peace wiped the cold sweat from his forehead. Back in my room on the 2nd floor, I was surprised to see Leaf Rain Child by the window. I walked in, her eyes lit up. "Little brother, the banquet wasn't over. Where'd you run off to?" I smiled. "Just took a walk." Leaf Rain Child came closer, observing me, suddenly frowning, her voice serious. "Leaf Karma Path, are you hurt? Why is there a smell of blood on you?" I was slightly surprised. "You smelled wrong. Why would there be blood?" Leaf Rain Child raised an eyebrow. "Little brother, want to come with me to a place?" I smiled lightly. "Of course." Awesome. Leaf Rain Child's face lit up, her heart thrilled with excitement, seeing her so happy. I smiled along. We chatted a bit more. Leaf Rain Child stood to leave. I took a shower, jumped onto the big bed, falling fast asleep. The next morning, I slept until the sun was high, woken by Forest Dew. "Young master, you're finally up." I smiled at her, stretched, brushed my teeth, and washed my face in one go. Forest Dew had clothes ready, helped me dress quickly. Stepping out of the room, I heard father and the others whispering, "Leaf Rain Child, you've decided." Leaf Rain Child's expression was serious, her voice firm. "Father, that guy's despicable and cunning. I'm worried for 6th sister. Today I'm taking Karma Path to meet him." Leaf's guy tyrant side. Back then she insisted on following that guy. Now calling to beg you. What a face. "Father, no matter what, Clear Jade is your daughter. I'm apologizing on her behalf." Leaf's guy tyrant snorted. I rubbed my chin, pondering. Seeing me, Leaf's guy tyrant's face softened, smiling instantly. "You brat, finally up. It's noon already. Woke up hungry, huh?" Leaf's guy tyrant shook his head in exasperation, then changed tone. "You heard us just now, right? We were talking about your 6th sister, Leaf Clear Jade." I nodded. "Persuade her if you can. If not, let her be." Our family lacks nothing, abandoning the title of heiress to follow some broke guy, dreaming of being a movie star. Ridiculous Leaf Sky Tyrant grew angrier. Just then, Leaf Pregnant Peace walked in face sour. Leaf Sky Tyrant was displeased. Leaf Pregnant Peace. Who's that face for? Turns out Leaf Pregnant Peace lost a bet. Was fuming, didn't hide his expression in time. Realizing it wasn't good, he forced a smile. Father, I didn't mean it. Just now my gaming company had some issues. Hearing this, Leaf Sky Tyrant was furious. That lousy company shut it down already. Talking about it just embarrasses us. Father, give me a few more years. It'll make the company top 100 nationwide. I burst out laughing. Leaf Pregnant Peace. With that brain running a gaming company, you're not joking, are you? Leaf Pregnant Peace cursed inwardly, but kept the fake smile. Big brother, you don't believe in me at all. I laughed without answering, eyes gleaming with clear disdain. Leaf Pregnant Peace gritted his teeth, turning to whisper to Leaf Sky Tyrant. Father, my company is facing a financial crisis. Give me a few more billion. Leaf Sky Tyrant snorted, turned away. You're too wasteful. From now on, besides living expenses, I won't give you a dime. At these words, Leaf Pregnant Peace was stunned, like the sky had fallen. Father, don't. Why does Big Brother get endless money? Leaf Sky Tyrant was instantly furious. You compared to your big brother. Want me to cut your living expenses too? Leaf Pregnant Peace shut up, lowered his head silent. I saw this. Snorted disdainfully. Just then Leaf Rain Child glanced at the time, saying slowly, Father, this time we're going to Celestial Jade City. It might take a while. Leaf Sky Tyrant seriously instructed, take good care of your brother. If he gets even slightly hurt, it'll break your legs. Leaf Rain Child nodded. Then she and I set off for Celestial Jade City. In an apartment in Sky River District, Leaf Clear Jade stood on the balcony, no longer lively, her face full of sorrow. She stared blankly at a wilted flower pot. Today's audition failed again. She irritably ruffled her hair, starting to doubt herself. For her movie star dream, she fought with Father, now living like neither human nor ghost. And that man, just thinking of him was disgusting. He said head support her brought her here, but soon showed his true colors, telling her to ask the family for money. Leaf Clear Jade hadn't known him long, but already saw his true nature. Decided to break up, but the vows she made left her no face to return to the warm home of old, to her loving father. Just then she gasped in shock, having seen